This is the AEW Control Center for Wednesday, February 12th. This is Tony Schiavone. Very excited to be working alongside Jen Decker.
Thanks so much, Tony. It's exciting time to be a part of All Elite Wrestling and to be here each week at the Control Center as we get you ready for AEW Dynamite.
That's exactly right. We will be seeing a lot of Jen each and every week right here and on many other features on all of our platforms here in All Elite Wrestling.
AEW Dynamite returns to action live on TNT from the Lone Star State tonight in Austin at the HEB Center in Cedar Park. One of the featured events for tonight will be for the AEW Women's World Championship as Riho will defend her title against the native beast, Nyla Rose.
This will be a rematch from their battle back on October 2nd on the debut of Dynamite when they squared off to crown the inaugural Women's World Champion. Then just last week on Dynamite, Nyla's brutal blindside attack upped the ante for tonight's match.
And remember, Kenny, you can stop what is about to happen at any moment. All you have to do is accept.
You got the match. You've got it. Okay, you've got it. You've got it back. It's all yours.
Finally,
Okay,
Kenny! Finally! Was that really so hard, huh? And by the way, I hope you didn't think that I was gonna put my hands on a woman. See, I might be a bastard, Kenny, but I'm not a beast. She is. See you soon, Kenny.
Oh! Out of Rose! No. Don't. Oh, no! Oh. God, what a sickening thud.
You are now marked. Next week, your ass is mine.
Meanwhile, the tension between Pac and Kenny Omega continues to escalate as the two have signed to meet in a 30-minute Iron Man match in Kansas City in 2 weeks. However, the issue at hand is, can Riho fend off the native beast? Nyla Rose has been on a violent tear through the women's division since losing the title match in October. And speaking of violence, we are mere weeks away from the AEW World title match at Revolution between the champion Chris Jericho and Jon Moxley. You know how the saying goes, Tony, an eye for an eye? But Moxley took that a little too literally, finding some retribution last week on Dynamite for what happened to him back on January 15th at Bash at the Beach.
What's he doing? Oh, come on. Wait a second.
What?
You can't start the car with.
No.
No.
What?
No.
Huh?
No.
No.
Go.
No. Eye for an eye.
No.
No.
Go get him. Go get him.
My God.
Go get him.
Santana.
Go.
Oh,
Get him.
my God.
Go get him. Go get him now. Go get him. Go.
Oh, my God. Oh, but the car key in the eye. Good God almighty, what have we just seen?
An absolutely irate Inner Circle laid down their own challenge to Moxley later in the night when Alex Marvez checked in on Santana's condition.
Santana, can you give us an update as to what...
Marvez, can you shut your ass? You see what just happened out there? What kind of a piece of trash takes a spike and puts it in another man's eye? What kind of piece of trash jeopardizes a man's career, his life, his sight? Moxley, you're gonna pay for what you did to my hermano Santana and what you did to the Inner Circle.
John! It's no secret that I've had the absolute worst month of my life. But what you did, Papa, what you did was throw gasoline on the flames. What you did was now make me bring out a side that I never had to bring out. You try to take my eyes? You try to take my sight? Papa, you have no idea what it's like walking in my shoes the past 29 years of my life. But next week, I'm gonna have to take you on a little walk through the dark. Next week, Jon Moxley, eye for an eye.
So, Jen, the stage is set for tonight. A mere 17 days away from Revolution, Jon Moxley will again face the Inner Circle as he and Santana collide in a match with both competitors entering the contest with eye injuries in what can only be described as a bitter war.
And also tonight, in the much anticipated rematch for the AEW Tag Team Championship, the current champs Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega of the Elite will battle the former champions Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian of SCU. The descent continues within the Elite, though, as during last week's 8-man tag match, Hangman's refusal to tag out may have cost them the victory.
They want to tag in, and Hangman refusing. Sling blade there by Pentagon Jr. I guess he told him I got this, and I really don't think he does right now. Pentagon Jr. He's got him set up for the Penta driver. On foot stop combination. And now look at this. Oh my God, with a full head of steam. 1, 2, 3, that is it. And back in the ring, Hangman Page loses a match that, quite frankly, gentlemen, the Elite should not have lost.
Later in the night, the friction within the group boiled over.
What just happened out there?
Hey man, what the hell was that? We know what happened. We were right there, man. What did
Make the tag.
Is this
I was fine.
your shoulder or something?
Huh?
What is your
Hey,
problem?
you see what's on my shoulder, huh?
If you keep this up, you're losing these next week.
You know, I was just about to ask you what your damn problem was, but I'm pretty sure I already know what the problem is.
Let's go.
It's ridiculous.
So, should be quite an interesting matchup tonight, Tony, for the AEW Tag Team Championship, based not only on the problems within the Elite, but also some developments between the Dark Order and SCU.
Absolutely. And tonight, of course, Jen, we will check in on the condition of the American Nightmare Cody. This all in the aftermath of that brutal beating he took at the hands of MJF and Wardlow with the leather belt. We both witnessed what happened. It was quite a moment.
It was a tough watch, I have to say. And to be able to hear a pin drop in that arena like you were, I can't imagine why Cody's putting himself through all of this just to be able to make up for what happened at Full Gear.
Do you think it's worth it?
I mean, I'm starting to question it at this point, but I mean, he's got to say that this might be his only shot to get back into, contendership.
Right, absolutely.
That's all coming up tonight, guys. Join us for AEW Dynamite on TNT at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, live from the HEB Center in Cedar Park, Texas. Join us for all of this and much, much more.
And that's the AEW Control Center for this Wednesday, February 12th, 2020. I'm Tony Schiavone.
And I'm Jen Decker. See you tonight live on TNT.